this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Quarterback floating away from pressure. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking downfield very late in the half. Here comes the heat. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuck out the threat. Nice pickup, gets it to the 20. They move the sticks, and they can still stop the clock. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Looking downfield on first down. Trying to burn this defensive back. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Trying to take it back. And he will be run out of bounds on the return, so the damage is limited as we wrap up the first half. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The Seminoles come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Takes it from the gun on third down. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. And the Noles will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Using his legs, it's Tillman. Breaks the tackle. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Caught in the backfield, it's Tillman. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a first down.
That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now. Right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback timing with the wide receiver. Put it on the money. The wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too. We got to hold on to that thing.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Aggies come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Quickly complete. Turning it on. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43. And the Aggies are facing 3rd and inches. Might be changing the route. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. He'll take a shot. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Touchdown, Aggies. And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. Finding an escape route. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. They'll operate out of split backs. Holds and fires complete to the right. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
He breaks a tackle. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Seminoles come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Got the 1st down and more.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, the ground game. He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. And that is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Give to the running back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Fires to the big fella. And he laid the lumber to stop it from getting the 1st down.
coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on.
Breaks into the open. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The give to the back. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the third. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. They go back to work for the first down in the final period of this one. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Going to swing it on second down. They're setting up the screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score 8. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggie!
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. They needed a big play, and they got it, and the foot down for the first down.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Plows through the defense. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Seminoles.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Power football with the run. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger. You can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
second down, they'll go to the air. Skips away from pressure. Throwing, looking right. He's got it. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that.
There he goes. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Now adjusting. It's complete to the right. Knocked down for the tackle.
He's just got a knack, doesn't he? Just finds his way out of things and scrambles outside the pocket and then makes plays, gets completions. It's just so frustrating for a defense to try to bottle a guy up like this with so much talent.
The quick out. Wide open spaces. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. And the Aggies, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Got the quick pass. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Got him downfield. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Gonna look downfield again. He's got an open man. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Looking to throw on 1st down. Get it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Looking to fire. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all offseason long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds in this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Boston College is up big right now, and what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll be talking about in Chestnut Hill for a long time. They're up by 28 over Louisiana. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.